Hey guys, this is Johan again. Last time, I did share and explain to you the Elsa's build-up, equipments, and limit breaks. I also shared to you on how to craft her equipments and how to fully awaken and transcend her. If that video helps you, please click subscribe below for more tips, guides, and strategy videos. Now, let's just focus on sharing my build-up, equipments, and the limit break of Lire RUL. We all know that Lire is famous on killing bosses and not mostly used in PvP attack and defense. So if you're planning to maximize your damage in world boss and dimensional boss and even in adventure and raid bosses, I'll advise that you give Lire a slot in your party. So let's talk about her equipments. Her famous set is the Vows of Violence or the green set that can increase her basic attack speed into 6%. And has a Vows of Violence effect that increases her damage into 2% every time she uses basic attack in 5 seconds, and can stack up to 10 times, which equivalent to 20%. At this point of time, her weapon and support weapon is the Burning Dimensional set, which I explained in my Elsa's build-up on how to craft this. I've got also the Death of Afterlife set in her armor and support armor, which also explained in Elsa's equipment guide. In her weapon, I've got the increased max health in her random stat, but if you are lucky, I prefer that its physical attack increase. Its enchantment are physical attack, critical chance, and basic attack speed increase. For me, these 3 stats are the best pick to maximize her damage in killing bosses. In her support weapon, I've got the increased magic defense in her random stat, but I really prefer the physical attack increase. Just like my main weapon, her enchantments are physical attack, critical chance, and basic attack speed increase. In her armor, I chose 2 physical attack increase. If you have extra gold to spend to, try to max her enchantment, especially the physical attack increase. In her support armor, I chose physical attack and basic attack damage increase in her bow, boots, and gloves. As you can see, Lire's build-up and enchantments are more in increasing her critical chance, physical attack, and basic attack damage. This is because it will maximize her damage in killing bosses. She's one of the Grand Chase heroes with high attack damage in bosses because of her passive effects. I also got my exclusive weapon and make it up to +4 and Rock of Soul Ranger to +5. In her accessories, I chose 2 basic attack speed increase and 1 critical chance. Regarding her traits, I chose to max her basic attack damage increase and critical chance. So that's my Lire's build-up, equipments, enchantments, and traits. Now, I'll explain to you her limit break. If you want to know how to transcend awaken your hero and what are the materials needed to limit break them, you can visit my page and watch my video on Elsa's limit break and build-ups guide. I did explain there all the details in crafting their weapons and how to transcend awaken your hero. So now let's proceed to Lire's limit break. I'll explain the difference between the normal skill and upgraded skills. But before that, let me share to you 3 effects that you must remember. First is the Inadral Soul or Inadral Revengeful Spirit. As you can see in the video, there are green soul that orbiting the boss each time you attack it. That green soul is the Inadral Soul or the Revengeful Spirit. If that spirit becomes 5, it will explode and deals damage proportionate to enemy's HP. The higher the HP, the higher the damage of explosion. Second effect is the Inadral's Mark. As you can see, at the top of the head's boss, there is a golden mark and that is the Inadral's Mark, which increases the damage taken by the enemy to the Lire's attack only. The third effect that you must remember is the Elf Space. Circle mark that stays in the ground at a certain time after you use Rain Arrow is what we call the Elf Space. It can become multiple arrows that damages an enemy every time you use Rapid Shot. Elf Space's damage is different from Rapid Shot's damage. So that's the 3 effects that you must remember. So now let's differentiate Lire's normal rapid shot and upgraded rapid shots. Normal rapid shot skill is a rapid multiple penetrating arrows that deals 246% physical attack damage. Every arrow from multiple attack has a 50% chance to apply one Inadriel soul or revengeful spirit. Remember that 5 stack of soul will result to explosion that deals damage. Rapid shot skill has an additional 147.6% physical attack damage if there are elf space in the area. Remember that every elf space is equivalent to 147.6% physical attack damage. So having multiple elf space in the area, then you will use rapid shot, it will deal great amount of damage. Compared to normal rapid shot, its upgraded version can only hit one enemy, so it's not penetrating arrow, but deals more damage equivalent to 369.4%. It has also 50% chance to apply Inadriel Soul or Revengeful Spirit for every arrow. Upgraded Rapid Shot's elf space damage is increased from 147.6% to 280.3% physical attack damage for every elf space. Now, I'll explain and differentiate her normal rain arrow and its upgraded version. Normal rain arrow launch a multiple arrow in the air and falls down to the enemies that deals 209.1% physical attack damage. Each arrow has 50% chance also to apply Inadriel Soul or Revengeful Spirit. For 8 seconds, where the arrows fell, it leaves an elf space which decreases the enemy's movement speed into 100%, then slowly recovers every seconds. Compared to normal rain arrow, its upgraded version deals 246% physical attack damage. It will give also a 50% chance to apply Inadriel Soul or Revengeful Spirit for each arrow. It leaves also an elf space in the area, but instead of 8 seconds, it becomes 15 seconds, and also instead of movement speed, it now decreases the enemy's attack speed into 100% and slowly recovers per seconds. If an enemies are inside the upgraded rain arrow's elf space, it increases the number of Revengeful Spirit per seconds. Remember again that every 5 stacks of Revengeful Spirit will result to explosion that deals damage proportionate to enemy's HP. Lastly, I'll explain and differentiate the Lire's normal passive called Inadriel's Bow and its upgraded version. Normally, her passive can leave one Inadriel's Revengeful Spirit each basic attack, and it also leaves an Inadriel's mark. After the explosion, Lire will fire 2 arrows at a time during her basic attack for 5 seconds. Each arrow will deal 35% of physical attack damage. When an enemy is under Inadriel's mark, its damage received from Lire's attack only will increase to 2% with a maximum of 20%. Compared to normal passive attack, its upgraded version can leave also one Inadriel's Revengeful Spirit on each attack and Inadriel's mark for 5 seconds. The difference is that upgraded version Revengeful Spirit explosion damage increases from 12% to 15% of enemy's HP, and the damage that is proportionate to enemy's HP increases from 14.4% to 18% of Lire's battle power. It has also an additional effect that when the Revengeful Spirit explodes at 10% rate, the spirit will not disappear and automatically have 4 stacks. After explosion, Lire's basic attack also can shoot 2 arrows during her attack for 5 seconds, and each arrow deals 35% of physical attack damage. Just like normal passive attack, its upgraded version will leave Inadriel's mark that increases the enemy's damage received on Lire's attack only for 2% with a maximum of 20%. So that's it guys. Hope this video helps on choosing your skills to upgrade on Lire's Limit Break based on your preferred build-ups. Thank you for watching. On the next video, I'll explain Ronan's build-up, equipments, enchantments, traits, and his limit break skills. Like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more grand chase, guide, tips, and strategy videos.